all, can I welcome everybody to this formal launch of the Integrative Epidemiology Unit. It is about 25 years since a new MRC unit was launched, and therefore it is a fantastic event for us to be one of the first two new MRC units in Integrative Epidemiology.
So today's been the official opening of the IEU with the CEO of the Medical Research Council, Sir John Saville, and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Bristol, Sir Eric Thomas, who are the two organisations who are supporting this unit.
MRC is 100 years old. It has a royal charter. This is a big event for the MRC, and it's a very big event for the University of Bristol because it's joined this club. And this is a long-term investment. Yes, the investment, George knows, is at risk every 5 years when there's a quinquennial review. But the intention is that this is going to run long-term.
We are extraordinarily grateful to both the MRC and to the University of Bristol for the investment here and the ability to bring together extraordinary strengths in the University of Bristol.
So the aim of the unit is to incorporate new technologies such as genomic technologies into population-based epidemiological studies, and to use this to strengthen causal inference so we can actually detect when risk factors are actually causally related to disease or adverse developmental outcomes.
What this new unit is about is refining the risk that exposure brings to any individual on the basis of that individual's genes, their inheritance.
It's a fantastic celebration of a group that's unique in England, it's unique across the world, and this is a great celebration of its success.
For the Medical Research Council to recognise that and by granting him and his team this enormous amount of money jointly with the University of Bristol to create a new unit.
So the exciting thing about this unit is just how many diverse disciplines it brings together, people from different expertise, not just within the medical sciences and the behavioural sciences, but through to chemistry, engineering, computer science, all of which are coming together to try and answer these questions.
Getting a precise phenotype means that we have improved power and smaller sample sizes, and provides an early endpoint in studies such as life course studies and clinical trials.
During intoxication on cannabis, people can experience psychotic-like symptoms.
The unit's brought me into contact with a lot more people who are doing various different aspects of my research. So I'm in contact with psychiatrists, I'm in contact with addiction specialists, psychologists, and so it's a great broad base of knowledge that I can sort of gain through my PhD.
Even if phenotyping is poor in these large studies, so if you've just got self-report case control status, they can still be really successful at identifying genetic risk factors.
The fact that we saw no independent effect of paternal smoking gave more evidence for a causal intuition effect of maternal smoking.
Within a couple of years, most of the mobile devices that are out there are going to be smartphones.
Or it could indicate that girls required a greater genetic loading in order to develop ADHD compared to boys.
So we know that type 2 diabetes and its comorbidities represent a really large global health burden.
But the idea that there are sequences that may be refractory to reprogramming makes us a little bit more confident that we might actually find epigenetic mediators of intergenerational effects. This has created a very intimate environment where you can tell that the scientists really love what they're doing, they're interacting with each other, they're learning from each other, they really want to be here and they really want to work.
There's evidence that transcription factor binding is actually inhibiting DNA methylation.
And I think the target side genetics is just coming back with a vengeance, and I was talking to there's some other pharma people here as well. All the companies are just driving in this direction.
I think the unit is perceived as being one of the centres for doing this type of research, for utilising the new genomic and other technologies for improving what we can learn from population-based epidemiological studies.
I can't think of a group anywhere in the world that does more to bring genetics, epigenetics, and the downstream metabolomics into a public health focus. And that really is what this is all about.
The unit bringing together academics from all parts of the university, but also people from industry, and importantly the public, to help to create something that's really going to affect the whole of society. And this public voice that can help to enrich and widen the conversations, I think is really crucial.
Unexpected things will arise from all this over the next 5 years. The unit's going to be a fantastic success, and George, we really do congratulate you.
I'd like to congratulate Bristol on this achievement.
We're immensely proud of what you've done, and congratulations for doing it.